Hello everyone, Sub-Zero the Ice Ninja here, and welcome to a new Let's Play. I'm playing Undertale. Now, if you've been around at all in 2015, you've been following indie games, you know what Undertale is most likely. As you can see here, the intro's playing. I would quite possibly go and say that Undertale is quite possibly my favourite indie game ever. I love this game to death, and I've beaten it twice already, so this isn't a completely blind playthrough. I'm sort of just completing it again for the channel now. I am going to be doing the true Pacifist run, which many consider to be the true run of Undertale. I don't really like playing the Genocide run. In fact, I never actually played the Genocide run. As you can see, the intro's just playing here, so... Undertale, I love it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments of the game also. And also, this playthrough will be completely recorded at once. I'll just get rid of the intro here. This playthrough will be completely recorded. All of it will be recorded at once, although it will still be parted. So it's difficult. Like, I played Undertale twice. I've been three times now. I've beaten it twice. Second time on the first sit, just on one sitting. Undertale is probably one of the first games I've ever beaten. No, it's not my first game actually. That would be Sonic CD. Undertale's my second game I've beaten in one sitting. So yeah, basically, I'm going to be doing this whole thing in one setting, although you'll still see it parted just in case some recording errors were to come up. So, as you can see here, I have been trying out the hard mode here the other time, so that's why my name is Frisk. So I'm just going to go reset this and put myself back to where I was before. So, should we call ourselves in? You know, for the full extent of the story, Shara. If you guys never play Undertale, you probably don't know why I'm naming my character Chara, but you'll find out later. Sorta. So in this part, I'm going to go through the ruins, and then the next part we'll do Snowden. So as you can see here, we are spawned in this flower bed here. Supposedly this is where Flowey was created. We are Frisk, the... I don't want to say Asian. That's racist. Yeah, the generalist child, if any of you watch if Undertale is realistic. Alright, so here we are. I'm sure you guys, most of you guys know who this is. Howdy, I'm Flowey. Flowey the flower. Why did you make me introduce myself? It's rude to act like you don't know who I am. Probably hinting at the fact that I played this game before. Someone ought to teach you proper manners. And that's the great thing about this game, is that this game is really... It remembers what you did in past playthroughs and incorporates saving and reloading into the actual gameplay itself. So it's actually not a mechanic, it's actually seen in the game. Which I find pretty cool. I guess the little me will have to do. Ready? Here we go. See that heart? That is your soul, the very culmination of your being. So as you see here, we're now in this box here. And Flowey is about to throw some, what he calls friendliness pellets at us, although they will actually hurt you, so you're going to dodge them. Says there LV. That is sort of temptation to get you to do the Genocide run, which I'm not going to do. Because you have to kill things to get love in this game. That's perfect timing. So he's going to ask us to run into the friendliness pellets here, which we're not going to run into them, we're going to dodge them. Hey buddy, you missed them. Let's try that again, okay. And then we're going to dodge him again. And then dodge him again. And then we reveal his evil side. You know what's going on here, don't you? You just wanted to see me suffer. Die! And as you can see here, we are now saved by Toriel. What a terrible creature, torturing such a poor innocent youth. Ah, do not be afraid, my child. I am Toriel, caretaker of the ruins. I pass through this place every day to see if anyone has fallen down. You're the first human to come here in a long time. Come, I will guide you through the catacombs. This way. Alright, so now we just follow Toriel through the ruins here. Determination. So what you just saw there, that's a save point, and well, that's normally just a mechanic in RPGs. In this game, as I said before, it's actually integrated into the story. Characters know you can save and reload in this game. Allow me to educate you in the operations of the ruins. So, the creator of this game, Toby Fox, created Toriel as kind of a character to just kind of make fun of how tutorial levels in games always hold your hand, and she will literally hold our hand later on. So we're just going to flip these switches here. In hard mode, these switches aren't labeled. But I won't spoil hard mode here, because it's actually incomplete and has never been completed. Right. So we're gonna go over here. So we fought this. I'm pretty sure it would put us on the genocide path. So we're gonna talk. And yeah, that is it. But trust me, the game doesn't get any. The game will only get harder, especially in the later bosses. Right here, we're going into the section now. First of all, this is the battle here. So we find a frog right here. So either way, Toriel will just scare it off. So just as long as you don't kill it, you're fine. That's if you're doing true pacifist. If you're doing genocide, then you have to kill it. So as you can see here, we're at the puzzle here, and this is where she literally holds our hand. It's just... I have a feeling this puzzle would actually be... Oh, it actually works. I actually never tried that. I have a feeling that that puzzle there would actually be kind of hard later on if you were to do it later on, because there's no real indication as to what it is like. But right, so we're just gonna sprint across the ruins here while Toriel goes and hides on us. While sprint means this. So Toriel's behind this pillar, as you see. If you actually go behind that pillar and talk to her, you'll just get ... from her. So as you can see here, we got the cell phone now, so we can call, say hello to Toriel if we want to. And as you see there, I believe that's the same frog from earlier. Alright, so we see here we got another save point. We can talk to the frog if we want. Although it's just advice about the battle system. Alright, another monster. It's a Whimsin. Whimsin's easiest in this game. All you do is just... There you are. They're pretty easy. Just don't... The true pacifist run's alright. If you can basically do anything as long as you don't really hurt them, or there's one monster we're about to see later on called Looks. If you do not pick on him. If you do, that's gonna abort the genocide. That's gonna abort the pacifist route. Right, so it says take a piece of candy, so we're gonna do that here. That's gonna be useful later on because it can heal us. It's a healing item. So we got another puzzle here. You see there's cracks in the floor. We're just gonna fall through them and go the other way here. Like that. Pretty simple. Alright, so we got here another Whimsin. Simple as that. Yep. There's another factor there, showing that I played the game before. Toriel would normally ask you if you prefer cinnamon or butterscotch. she automatically guessed butterscotch there, showing how I have played the game before. So this game does remember what you do, and that's why I don't really like playing the genocide run, because then it completely alters all endings. So these rocks here, you just push them, although we're about to hit another one's in. So you just push them, and they're alright. But we're going to have another issue relating to rocks later on. Right, now this puzzle here, I've done this a billion times, but I can never get it right. Yeah, there, I do that all the time. You fall down here every time you fail that puzzle. You don't die or anything. You can't really die, but you just reload. A frog. Now this one here we can't just simply spare. We have to actually... You have to go complement it. And then avoid its attacks. And then we can spare. So froggets are slightly harder than Whimsons, but they're not that hard. Enemies in the ruins aren't really that hard. So there we are. So these rocks here... That one, just wait for the bottom one. Mold small. Now we can just spare mold small, but I'm gonna do this here. Since there is actually, yeah, this here. I'm not surprised at this, as I said before. I played this game before, I know what happens. I know all these troll moves. So we're gonna keep having to push this rock to move onto that switch here. And then don't immediately walk over there, because the rock is gonna move again, as you'll see. And then we go back. And then now we can move over. And here we are at our save point. And then here's our first mini-boss of the game. It's Napstablook. So you click move and force. And then for Napstablook here, you go act, and then you cheer. Now he's gonna attack us like this here, and it's relatively easy to dodge. And then you're gonna cheer again. And he's gonna do this. Cheer again. So that's the other thing as well. Whenever you're doing the true pacifist run, a lot of fights are actually made easier because they don't attack you so much. Although there are some that a lot of fights can just die in one, like a lot of enemies will just die in one hit. But in the true pacifist run, you are going to get a lot of hard enemies. So we're going to cheer one more time here. You are going to get a lot of hard enemies in particular. I know I'm thinking of one in particular, although I won't come to him yet. We'll meet him later on. Right, so... Now here, I'm going to go over into here. Because as you can see here, this spider bake sale, this is what this is called. So we're going to leave 7 gold in the web, although we don't have 7 gold yet, so we're going to keep going until we see some monsters first, and then we'll get go back there. So I'm just going to spin around circles here until we encounter something. There we are. A mold small and a megasp. So just spare the mold small. So the megasp won't do anything basically. There we go. So that's 2 gold. So we still need to keep going to get 7 gold. Looks. Alright, so this is the one I said is important that you do not pick on. You hit don't pick on the act menu here. And then he'll just attack us here. Just dodge it, and then we can spare him. And there we go. We've now got enough gold to go back to the spider bake sale here. And if we leave 7 gold in the web here, we get a spider donut. If you leave it in that big web there, you get spider cider, but either one's really okay because we're going to save it for later on. It'll actually be very useful later on. So So these froggets here, they'll just talk. That one in particular will try to get you to change the names into pink names. Well, they won't try. You can say you dislike the yellow names, get rid of them, and then change them to pink names. So we'll just continue on here. As you can see here, we got more holes to fall down of. We're going to fall in this one first because this one here has another monster for us, a Vegetoid. So now we're going to encounter Vegetoids after this. So the square Vegetoid here, we're going to go act and then dinner. And then he's going to drop a green vegetable, yeah, and then we take it. And then we can spare. Very simple. And we encounter another Lux. Don't pick on. Dodge his attacks. Spare. There we are. Don't ask me why I'm falling down these holes, I don't even know why. Gonna pick up the faded ribbon there. Because the correct one's actually this one here. As you see here, there's a switch here. And just kind of a quick little Easter egg. Oh, another encounter, another Lux. Ooh, that was close. It's kind of a quick little Easter egg down here. We can find Napstablook again down here. Then he just remembers that ghosts can fly. And then you can find another Vegetoid down there, but I'm not going to do that. So then we got these switch puzzles here, as you can see here, this one here. Right, it's another one. Megasp. Mercy. So this one here doesn't require any buttons to be pressed. This one here is banner here. Normally you have to read those signs, but as I said before, I played this game before. Lux and company decide to pick on you. I've actually never seen this one before. Okay, dodge attacks. Because now that we're compromised, basically, I'm just going to top the container here. Come on, give us green. There we are. Now we're just Vegetoids. And then now we got Megasp alone here. And we can spare him. There we are. Let's press red. Oh, come on, of course. I'm first gonna get rid of the Vegetoid. Switch, and there we are. That's our next exit open. Now I believe the correct switch is behind here. There we are. How long is this recording going on for? 18 minutes. Right, so as you can see, I'm kind of just exploring the ruins here. I'm gonna go back here. There's another frogget here. If we go up here, we can now pick up the toy knife. Weapons really aren't useful in the true pacifist run because you don't, apart from some that can beef up your defenses. Because mostly weapons without attack. As you see here, we find Toriel again. So we just follow her into home, as it's just called home. So our save point. So we are at Toriel's home now. Follow Toriel over here. So we're almost close to completing the ruins here. All we really need to do now is just go into here and then sleep. And then as you can see here, we got a piece of cinnamon butterscotch pie, which that is also going to become useful later on, because if we save that for later on, it is going to make things a lot easier, just like the spider donut. It's not going to do the exact same thing, but it is going to make things easier. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go to Toriel now. And then once once we're given the opportunity. When can I go home? You're gonna select that. I'm gonna keep saying how to exit the ruins. And then Toriel's gonna run away to the ruins exit now. So we're gonna go over there, which is down here. So then we just keep. If you try to exit the ruins before talking to Toriel, she'll just come and drag you back to the house. So we'll just keep following Toriel. And now we have to fight Toriel. Now Toriel, it's actually very hard to die to her because she will never actually try to kill you. You actually kind of have to try to die in this case. So we're just going to keep hitting the square button. That's what we have to do here. It's actually not that hard to stay alive with Toriel. Although her tactical scene part, she'll never actually deliberately try to kill you. You kind of have to actually... But I think if you're low on health, she deliberately tries to avoid you. She tries to avoid hurting you. You kind of actually have to purposefully try and die with her, so... As you can see there, I'm now only at 2 health. And now she's just going to completely miss me all the time. We're just going to keep spamming the square button until she gives in. I smell dinner. So it is basically just spamming spare until Toriel gives in. Unless you're doing the true pacifist run where you then kill her. I'm not doing that. Oh, no, not the true pacifist run, I'm an idiot. The genocide run. So okay, now we're allowed to exit the ruins, and I'll end it here. So I'm gonna end the first part here, and then the next part we'll do Snowden, which is our next area up. But first of all, we're gonna meet Flowey again. Clever, very clever. Alright, that's enough. Kill or be killed is a famous line. And there we are, let's just finish with the ruins. So I'll end this part here. So I hope you guys liked this video. Hit the like button if you liked it, hit the dislike button if you disliked it, and subscribe to my channel to be notified of videos by clicking the little bell icon. So I'll see you in the next part, which I'll get to recording right away here. Goodbye everyone.